You join us live from Sphinx Drive. Coventry Sphinx versus Sutton Coldfield Town just kicked off in the Pitching In Northern Premier League Midlands. Liam Cook with you throughout the entirety of this afternoon's game. Coventry Sphinx kicking off in their sky blue and white strips, and a changed all grey outfit for Sutton Coldfield Town. Let's take you through the starting lineups this afternoon, starting with Sutton Coldfield. Number 1, John O'Brown. 2, Aris Christoforou. 3, Oscar Tong. 4, Pedro Lima. Number 5, James Beresford. 6, Fraser Doyle. 7 is Tom Hurley. 8, Ryan Edmonds. Number 9, James Tagg. 10, Charlie Dowd. And number 11 is Alex McSkeen. Early break down the right-hand side here for Ashton DeMulder. Coventry Sphinx trying to get on the front foot immediately. DeMulder going to jockey his way into the penalty area. Blocked off by Beresford, the captain. Hooked in by Percy, nodded away from the penalty area. And Sphinx line up as follows. Keelan Fallow starts in goal. Back four of Percy, Ejingwele, Guest and Shorrock. Midfield 3, DeMulder, Woodward and Luke Downs, the front 3. Leo Brown returning to the club this week from Alchurch. Jordan Hayward and Cam Moore. Rolling across the penalty area now. It's Moore receiving from Ashton DeMulder. Floats it left for Jordan Hayward to chase. Hayward gets there ahead of Beresford. Down line with Shorrock. Forced down the line by Christoforou. And a little trip on Shorrock on the way through as he retreated towards his own half of the field. Free kick to the Sphinx, about 15 yards into enemy territory, in from the left-hand side. Sphinx Drive looking pristine this afternoon despite the heavy rain of Thursday. The pitch is as good as ever. And the ground improvements around Sphinx Drive have pretty much been completed. The new fencing around the pitch area, the new toilets, which aren't quite in operation but will be next week, and the turnstiles being used for the first time. It's going to be Callum Woodward to float in the free kick for Coventry Sphinx. Can they get off to the perfect start with their skipper at the wheel? Woodward. And Ejingwele knocks it into the bottom corner! But the flag's raised, it won't count. Coventry Sphinx thought they'd open the goal scoring this afternoon, but the flag on this near side raised to indicate that Ejingwele's headed effort will not be counted on the scoreline. Plenty of action around the grounds in the Pitching In Northern Premier League Midlands. Only 2 games falling foul of the weather this weekend. Anstey Nomads versus Corby will not be going ahead. Neither will Walsall or Quorn. We will, of course, be keeping an eye on the games, including the bottom 5, including ourselves. Coventry Sphinx find themselves 9 points clear of the relegation zone. Leo Brown blocking the attempted clearance from Beresford. Beresford marshalling his way past Cam Moore. Dowd. Sutton Coldfield looking for move through the middle. McShane couldn't get to the ball from Fraser Doyle. And now Moore is away looking to slip it through for Brown, who was already offside, but it was blocked off by Pedro Lima. Brown with the distribution towards the left-hand side, brought down by Tong, the number 3. Here's Tom Hurley. Lima hooks it into the midfield, where it's rolled up onto the chest of Luke Downs. Leo Brown racing towards it. Lima should get there first. Shepherding the ball away from Brown in the corner, but Brown has got to the ball and was pulled back by Lima. Free kick right in the corner for the Sky Blue and Whites. And another promising position for Coventry Sphinx. Of course, if you missed the news this week, star striker Matty Shipman out for the foreseeable future with a serious knee injury. Shippo is here supporting the lads this afternoon. Sphinx moving quickly in the closing hours of the transfer deadline, signing Leo Brown from Alchurch. Woodward with his second set piece of the afternoon. And Guest straight at the goalkeeper, cannon of the chest of Brown. The set pieces seem to be working for Coventry Sphinx this afternoon. Echingwale scored, but his effort was counted out for offside. And Lewis Guest, who is also without a goal this season, with a bullet header, which could have broken one of Brown's ribs. Brown on the left-hand side. Cam Moore darting down the wing. Wing for an option in the centre, slides it in towards Brown, cut out by the captain, Beresford. Hurley the target, but up for it is Callum Woodward. Chested down by Ashton the Mulder, it's with Downs. Jordan Hayward. Was caught in possession from behind by Charlie Dow, but Dow can't stop himself. Runs straight into touch for the corner kick to the Sphinx. Callum Woodward just sorting his boots out before heading over to take it from the left-hand side. Will it be third time lucky for Coventry Sphinx? A disallowed goal and a save from their opening two set-piece efforts. Woodward, punched by Brown this time. And Beresford will sprint clear of his penalty area, followed closely by Ashton the Mulder. Woodward in with a challenge on Tag, but Tag evades capture. Crossfield ball by Ryan Edmonds. Dowd will chase. Dowd with the ball in, gathered at the near post by Keelan Fallows. Free-flowing football so far in the opening 7 minutes. It's still scoreless, but if this sets the standard, we really are in for a great game. Goal kick nodded on by Lima for Sutton Coldfield, hooked on by Callum Woodward, captain of Coventry Sphinx. Beresford shielding it away from Brown. Brown lofted clearance onto the head of Edmund. Echingwale holding Dowd from behind. Referee says nothing doing. McSkeen finds his way out of a sky blue sandwich, but was tripped on the way through. Free kick just inside Sphinx's half of the field to Sutton Coldfield Town, who of course bested Sphinx 4-1 in September. The only game that we've actually missed here on the Sphinx YouTube channel because the commentator was in Cornwall that week. Thumped upfield towards the edge of the area. Lima's up there for it. Out comes Fallows and chests that ball away from Tag, who was ready to stroke it home. Fallows putting his body on the line. Now Jordan Hayward looking to sprint down the left. Brilliant sliding challenge from Beresford to cut his path. And Sutton Coldfield on the front foot again. Here's McSkeen. Looking to cut in from the right. The former Coventry City centre-back William Echingwale blocking him off. Here's Fraser Doyle. Sutton Coldfield pushing men up. And a rocket of an attempt floating over the woodwork. Ryan Edmonds going for glory. Well, let's let you know what's going on around the grounds in the pitching in Northern Premier League Midlands. There have been early goals, including a goal at Rugby Town, who are now bottom of the league. Spalding have took the lead by Lye have took the lead by 1-0. Star Mayemba with the goal for the Flyers, who of course Sphinx play on Monday. Hayward stumbles away from the challenge of Doyle and finds Joe Percy in a little pocket of space on this near side. Brown making himself available. Here's Ashton the Mulder, who's got a fearsome strike on him. Woodward looking to play it through for Leo Brown, but stopped by Lima. Up to Tack, tries the through ball for Dowd. Safely back with Fallows. Not the best of clearances from the former Sky Blues youngster. And now Ryan Edmonds starting towards Sphinx's final third. Dowd stumbles under pressure from Sharrock. Drifts over to the right-hand corner of the box. Sharrock with a handful of Dowd's arm and dragged him into touch. Short got the final touch. It will be a corner to the Royals. Of course, there won't be any updates from Coventry City this afternoon. The Sky Blues 3-1 victors yesterday at Huddersfield Town to keep their playoff hopes alive. Certainly was a great performance from City. I should know, I was there. Floated in by Edmonds. Lima's up for it! And there's handball claims there against William Ejengwele. Unfounded. Referee agrees, and it's going to be a throw-in to be taken by Tong. Waiting for an option to present itself, level with the penalty area. Plays a 1-2 with Hurley. Can't muscle his way past the Mulder. It's cleared up towards Leo Brown. Size and speed are plenty for the other former Alvechurch man. Canmore taken out on the slide. And Sutton Coldfield in possession once again with Dowd. Charlie Dowd to Tom Hurley. Chip to the left flank with Oscar Tong. Tong. And the referee has blown the whistle for a push in the back on Ejengwele. And the Sky Blue and Whites have the free kick in their own penalty area. 11 minutes gone here at the Sphinx Industrial Supplies Arena. Coventry Sphinx 0, Sutton Coldfield 0. If you want to know who the other teams around the drop zone are playing, AFC Rushden and Diamonds hosting the team at Sphinx beat last week in Leicestershire, Loughborough Dynamo. Gresley Rovers playing Boldmere at the Boldmere Community Stadium. Cambridge City host Bedworth. And of course Rugby losing at the moment at home to Lye. De Mulder looking to float it towards Jordan Hayward. Nodded back to John O'Brown by James Beresford, the Royal skipper. Dowd looks for Tag. Poor control by Tag. Bounces into the path of Luke Dowd, who pumps it back into his own backyard. Percy has to go some to get there, but he has got possession with plenty of space to utilise. Brown is the target, beaten mid-air by Lima. The seconds fall to De Mulder. Trying to trick his way past Hurley. Hurley stands his ground, and it's played behind to Joe Percy. Woodward. Hurley again trying to make a menace of himself, but Woodward gets it into the area. Leo Brown across the face of goal! And sliding in Jordan Hayward. I think the defender got a touch on it to take the pace off the ball, allowing John O'Brown to regroup and collect. Coventry Sphinx looking feisty. As well they should. They picked up an incredible victory at fourth place Loughborough Dynamo last week. The scenes at the end of the game made you think Sphinx thought they were nearly there in terms of survival, but victories for Rushden Diamonds and Gresley on Tuesday have got the Sky Blue and Whites just peeking over their shoulder again. Still a 9-point gap with, including today, 6 games left for most of the teams. Sphinx have 7 with a midweek game against Shepshed rescheduled coming up. De Mulder trying to get to the loose ball before Tong. Tong just beat him to it. Now Hurley picks it up for Sutton Coldfield Town. Beresford receives from Fraser Doyle. Long ball hoping to reach Alex McSkeen, who was a substitute last week. Short gets there first and sticks his legs through that one. Drifts over the white line for the throw-in front of the Willie Nibbs Memorial stand. We have another stand, well, standing area to the right of the Willie Nibbs stand from where we are in the Coventry Sphinx gantry. We have yet to name it, so any suggestions, let us know. Edmonds' low delivery into the box, turned away with ease by Lewis Guest. Woodward asking Leo Brown to dart forward, and Brown, I think he was looking for a strike there on John O'Brown's goal, but certainly didn't have the pace behind it. Slide in by Woodward, cutting out the ball to Edmonds from Hurley, and Brown just barged off the ball by Lima. A personal battle developing there between Sphinx's number 9 and Sutton Coldfield's number 4. Spalding have taken an early 2-0 lead at Shepshed. Shepshed not quite out of danger yet. And Hinckley LRFC lead Sporting Cowser, who actually lost 3-0 at Gresley on Tuesday night. So Cowser in a bit of a lull at the moment. Hurley. Spots Dowd. Dowd has to track back to get there, but he has latched onto it, taking on Jordan Hayward. Hayward slides in at the expense of a throw-in, level with the penalty area. It was almost in the corner. And there is Premier League action today as well, so we will let you know what's going on around the grounds. The early kick-off, Newcastle United hosted West Ham United. Newcastle took the lead in that one early on and ended up winning 4-3. An incredible game at St James's Park. High cross by Hurley. Ejinguale nods it clear, unmanned. Back to Hurley. Tag trying to get room for the shot, won't find it thanks to De Mulder, but Tag doesn't get the shot away. That acrobatic effort. Oh, they look great when you pull them off. You can look a little bit silly when you don't, and that was an effort from Tag which won't be causing Fallows any sizable issues. And a couple of early goals in the Premier League. Luton are leading Spurs by 1-0, with Tahith Chong, the former Manchester United player, putting the Hatters in front. And Crystal Palace lead Nottingham Forest, who of course were deducted 4 points not long ago. Thrown on the halfway line for Tong. He's taking the ball a fair few yards further than maybe he should. Hurley, back to Tong, under pressure from Callum Woodward, skips away from the challenge and finds the centre-back, Doyle. Lima. Hurley, handball claims against Joe Percy there. Referee says no. Percy trying to steady himself, putting his hand on the ground. Spinks get away, and the referee explaining to Hurley and Edmonds they'd actually hit Percy on the sleeve. He says if it's on the sleeve, it cannot be handball. Percy, and nodded straight past the gantry by Lima. That means we're going to need another match ball. The fencing around the pitch makes it a bit tougher to go and fetch the ball if it does go into the training field. And still, Sutton Coldfield less than pleased with the failure from the referee to award a penalty. The referee saying multiple times it hit Percy on the sleeve. Downs floats it right, looking for Joe Percy. Percy has got there. Was he pushed down by Tong from behind? Yes, he was. Free kick. Tong just trying to edge Percy over the line. I think it was going out anyway without his intervention. So Tong has just gifted the home side a free kick. And the referee is calling over the captain, James Beresford. I believe he's unhappy with some of the comments he's been getting from the Royals players. Referee this afternoon, Mr. Stuart Lavin. Callum Woodward on the free kick, practically in a corner position after Tong's foul, needlessly given away. Woodward towards Brown, nodded up by Tong, atoning for the error. And now trying to sprint clear is the Sutton Coldfield attacker. I believe it was McSkeen trying to sprint away. Cam Moore bringing him down illegally. You can hear the clip of the heel from the former Loughborough forward's boot. And the referee is calling Moore over. Is he going to go for a yellow card? I think it's just going to be a warning for Cam Moore. One of our younger supporters, Elijah, has introduced a new drum here at Sphinx Drive. He was hoping it was going to be here before kick-off, and it arrived in the nick of time, so he was certainly happy about that one. We'll go up to 20 minutes in, still 0-0. Number of early chances for both teams, but talking points. William Edginguele having a goal disallowed in the opening minute and a penalty appeal turned away for Sutton Coldfield Town for handball against Joe Percy. Brown just shoves aside Christopheru. Now let's just switch the play over to Jordan Hayward. Hayward's got there, taking on Beresford. Jordan Hayward lofted ball towards the edge of the area, nodded wide by Ashton Demorda. Great breakaway move from Coventry Sphinx. Demorda has pulled his header over wide. And the referee is going to the book here as Sutton Coldfield are still complaining about that penalty incident, which was a good 5 minutes away, and Edmonds is going in the book. For his continued appeal, Ryan Edmonds, the first recipient of a yellow card, and Mr. Levin indicating he is not going to take any sort of dissent. So yellow card for Edmonds. And John O'Brien will get us underway again. Hurley nods it on for James Tack, who will give chase. Percy thought about rolling it back to the goalkeeper and was nearly caught by McSkeen. Dropped to his knees and still found his way out of a Sutton Coldfield sandwich between McSkeen and Tagg. Taking a risk there, Joe Percy, but it may pay off. Sphinx have played their way out of danger and now playing Sutton Coldfield into danger. Leo Brown's deflected effort falls to the feet of Christopheru. Floated up for McSkeen. Edginguele wins that aerial duel. That's with Charlie Dowd. Floats it up for Tagg. And punted into the William Nib stand by Vice-Captain Lewis Guest. Throw in to the Royals of Sutton Coldfield Town. Currently find themselves in 8th place in the pitching in Northern Premier League Midlands. Challenging by Woodward on Dowd, straight from the throw in. Another throw will follow. Dowd this time going down line. Edmonds. Charlie Dowd returns to Edmonds, who made the overlapping run. Shielded into the corner by Shorrock. He looked for Dowd. It's picked up by Callum Woodward. Clears as far as Christopher at centre-back. Tagg, can he turn and shoot on the edge of the area? No, he can't. Challenge him by Woodward. Here's Hurley. Dowd pirouettes away from Woodward. He was looking for McSkeen. Guest clearance blocked by his own player in Luke Downs. Edginguele rolls it as far as Doyle. Dowd. Sutton Coldfield calming things down, but not relenting on this assault of Sphinx's final third. Christopheru drives up. Through ball into the area, looking for Fraser Doyle. And great work from Finney Shark, just nudging the Sutton Coldfield man into touch. And Coventry Sphinx have the goal kick. We're over halfway through this first half, going incredibly quickly at the Sphinx Industrial Supplies Arena. Coventry Sphinx 0, Sutton Coldfield Town 0. Coleswell just taken the lead at home to Harborough. Big surprise in store there at Pack Meadow. Callum Woodward to Luke Downs in anchoring midfield. Spots Percy in space. Percy looking to float it over for Ashton Demorda. Lima should get there ahead of the Solihull Moors youngster and will block Demorda from getting to the ball before it rolls into touch. John O'Brien with the goal kick. A familiar face here at Sphinx Drive, and Coventry City legend Steve Grizovic just to our left. Regular visitor here at Sphinx Drive when the Sky Blues aren't playing. And that one, there was a kick that Grizovic wouldn't have been happy with as Brown plays it straight out on the halfway line. Foul throw appeals against Percy, fall on deaf ears. Here's Leo Brown. Luke Downs tricking his way into some space from Hurley. Shorrock goes home with Keelan Fallows, formerly of the Coventry City Academy. Been a fantastic signing this season. Lima beats Demorder to that aerial punch and push on Ashton Demorder by Lima as Woodward looking to find his teammates with a headed pass. Free kick midway into Sutton Coldfield territory. Callum Woodward with the opportunity to find the sky blue head with this delivery. On the 25-minute mark. And he'll play it short to Leo Brown. Can Brown shoot? It's Brown to mark his second debut with a goal. It's a brilliant save from John O'Brown. The diving header back to the keeper by Christoforu. Well, Brown made an instant impact for Coventry Sphinx on his first debut. He was on loan from Alchurch before Christmas, scored twice in his first match. And returned to Alchurch, got a fair bit of game time, but as minutes dwindled, he asked for a release from his contract on Tuesday. Perfect timing, as it was revealed on Wednesday that Matty Shipman had suffered a season-ending knee injury. Brown, as he told us in his interview on Thursday night, jumped at the chance to come back to Sphinx for the rest of the season. Hurley in front of the William Hibbs stand. Here's Dowd crowded out on the right side of the field. Downs trying to float it over the back line, and Christoforu holding on to Leo Brown, preventing him from chasing it. Referee says nothing doing. I know it's with Lima. Up to the halfway point. Chip pass from McSkeen. Header away by Percy. Here's Luke Downs. Holds off pressure from Edmonds. Shorrock at left back. High one up towards Brown. Christoforu sees it coming all the way. Bounces past Christoforu, and Brown just behind it. Pedro Lima side foots it back to John O'Brown. The keeper taking his time. The ball is on the deck. Blasted off the turf by John O'Brown and nodded into the Sphinx technical area by Finley Shorrock. Beresford with the throw. Hoofed up line, Edginguala has to deal with it, and the pressure from McSkeen. Overhead kick by Luke Downs. Brown being held by Christoforu again. And that takes his eyes off the prize. Hurley back to Lima. Ryan Hurley again. Here's Oscar Tong. Slips it into the penalty area for McSkeed. And McSkeed, I think, was it deflected off Ashton Demorder? I believe it was. Brought down on the edge of the area by Tag. Blocked by a diving Finley Shorrock, and Cam Moore slides it forward, but Leo Brown is not going to be able to reach that. And he tells Moore, how am I supposed to reach that? But Moore was off balance. I'm not sure you can blame Cam Moore for that one. Just wanted to get it clear. That's a better pass from Moore. Leo Brown held up by Lima. Skips over the challenge of the Sutton Coldfield number 4, and another one in by Lima. He had 3 bites of the cherry there from the Sphinx number 9. Free kick in the centre circle, taken quickly by Woodward, and Woodward's standing leg was tagged by Tack. Tack far too close to Woodward when taking the free kick. Sphinx asking their substitutes to go for a warm-up. Lewis Guest is going to take over responsibilities for this free kick. Guest sizing up his options just inside his own half. Edginguala diverting traffic. Demorder is the target, up for it against Tong. Ball falls back. Early to Tong. Clear it onto the head of Percy, and Luke Downs under pressure from Hurley, slices it out on this near side throw in. to Sutton Coldfield. A reminder of the subs for Coventry Sphinx this afternoon. They have to use their squad this weekend with 2 games in 2 days. On the bench, Jack Downs, Jamie Draper, Tyler Haddo, Alfonso Castellano and Leo Wood. Lima's throw, headed back where it came from by Luke Downs. The game's settling into a rhythm here. It's a very even encounter as Woodward fires it upfield. John O'Brown forced to slice it out on this near side. That's going to go out for a Sphinx throw just in front of the gantry. And headed straight out by Christopher. It was a great throw from Percy. Plenty of distance on it. 15 minutes to go until half-time here at Sphinx Drive. Throwing taken by Percy. Woodward chips it over Lima. Can Percy get to the seconds? He did get there first, and it was a meaty tackle by Christopher, and he could be heading into the book there. Percy falls in a heap under the challenge of the centre-back from Sutton Coldfield. And the referee calling Beresford over. And Beresford pleading his teammate's case. Christopher is going to be the second Royals player to receive a yellow card. The first being Ryan Edmonds for dissent. Punishment brandished, and we'll get the game restarted with Callum Woodward on the right-hand side of the penalty area, just 2 yards outside of the white line. Tong will form a one-man wall. It's definitely too much of a tight angle for Woodward to have a go on his own anyway. That was just over Lewis Guest's head and sent high into the sky by Edmonds. Where will it land? Awkward bounce for Hurley. Edging Gwele nods it into the box. Brown tries to beat Tong to it. He's got there ahead of Tong and rolls it towards the near post. Gratefully gathered by John O'Brown. The Brown in sky blue and the Brown in grey going head to head there. From to field by Beresford. Rolls out. Levelled the Sphinx penalty area for a home throw. Down just a couple of paces behind that one. So Mesquite, I should say. Shorrock. Beresford got ahead to it. It falls to the feet of Ashton Demorda. Tong in with the challenge. Hurley. Demorda charges down Dowd. Didn't get the pace on the pass he would have wanted, but Hayward holds position. Woodward and Brown nudged to the ground by Lima. Referee says it's fair doings. And John O'Brown gathering the ball and launching it out on the throw to Tong. Edmonds on that yellow card is going to tread very carefully for the rest of this game, and it's not the ball that Edmonds would have wanted. Straight out for a throw, level with the penalty area on the left side for Sutton Coldfield. It will be taken by Joe Percy. Brown sandwiched between 2 grey shirts, and Sphinx should get the throw there. No, it's given in favour of Sutton Coldfield. Well, sir, I don't think Brown did get the final touch there. I'm not so sure how he could have done. It was between a rock and a hard place. And Lima will get us underway again with the throw. There it goes. Tag heads it up. Guess headed clearance. Bit of head tennis going on here. Actually brought down and volleyed clear by Luke Downs. Can't get the Sphinx move started, but clears the home side's lines. Tong asking how long left. There is 10 minutes to go. John O'Brown away, stabbed down by Echinguele. Edmonds picks up the seconds for the Royals. It's with McSkee, deflected behind for the corner from McDeed's strike. And a big goal in the relegation fight. Bournemouth St Michael's 0, Gresley Rovers 1. John King has put Gresley in front. Rugby still losing at home to Lye, and Rushden 0-0 against Loughborough. Corner put in, it's over Keelan Fallows, and stopped to the line by Percy. How on earth are Sutton Coldfield not in front? Beresford had the goal at his mercy, but a couple of deflections later and a clearance from Joe Percy, Sphinx maintain parity in this game. Ball floating over the outstretched fingertips of Keelan Fallows, and Beresford thought he had an open goal. Sphinx can't clear. Charlie Dowd. Sutton Coldfield coming back for more. Dowd's going to have a go. Well, it would have worked in a rugby game, but it won't fly here. Although it does fly out of the ground. So an update on the scores from the pitching in Northern Premier League Midlands. Rushden Diamonds 0, Loughborough Dynamo 0, Boldmere 0, Gresley 1, Cambridge 0, Bedworth 1. That's a big score line for Coventry Sphinx as well. Sphinx in front of Cambridge on goal difference alone. Coleshill 1, Harbour 0. Obviously here Sphinx 0, Sutton Coldfield 0. Hinckley 1, Sporting Castle 0. Rugby 0, Lye 1. And Shepshed 0, Spalding 2. So as it stands, looking at the league table, Sphinx would still be 9 points clear. Tongs run down the left-hand side, curtailed by Callum Woodward. Throw-in level the penalty area for the away side. 8 minutes to go until half-time. Still scoreless at the Sphinx Industrial Supplies Arena. 1-2 between Edmonds and Tong. Ryan Edmonds' delivery, and well brought down by Keelan Fallows. It was going all the way, so the keeper had to be on his toes there. Trying to find Brown from the kick, but the Sutton Coldfield defence mopping it up. And Dad over the Sphinx defence, but straight to Fallows. Tag wasn't reaching that one in a month for Sundays. Percy urged to drive down the right. De Mulder, flag stays down, despite appeals from Sutton Coldfield. Cutting in on Tong. Tong sticks a leg out and halts De Mulder's run. Tries a second cross, again blocked by Tong, who rolls it out for a throw on this near side. Better to be safe than sorry for the young left back. Temperature dropping a little bit. It was a quite warm spring afternoon earlier on, but the sun's gone behind the clouds and the temperature has dipped. Percy, corner kick, cross charge down by Edmonds. Sphinx have got to take advantage here.
Come on, Luke.
Guest is coming up, as is Echingwele. Shorrock and Percy staying behind. Luke Downs there too to prevent the counter from Tag and McSkees, who are staying up for Sutton Coldfield Town. Cannon Woodward prepares his troops. Runs by Echingwele and Guest. Towards Guest at the far post, but it's Beresford who gets there in front of him. His glancing header picked up by Charlie Dowd. Dowd racing through the midfield, shoulder to shoulder with Cam Moore. Holds up Dowd, and Sutton Coldfield asking for a free kick there. Referee said it's fair game. Played left to Hurley. Chip ball into the air for Tag. Chested down by Tag, but crucially away from the goal. Tag tries to square it and launched out for the corner kick by Lewis Guest. No nonsense defending from the vice-captain. So the corner to come on the left-hand side. We're just over 5 minutes left until half-time. I don't think there'll be too many stoppages. 2 minutes perhaps. Edmonds. Towering header away by Shorrock. Lima went down in the action there. The referee says nothing doing. Hurley collects in midfield for Sutton Coldfield. Now Tong trying to trick his way into some space from Demora. Tried to strike. He's not going to find his way for a sea of sky blue there. It's Downs who made the crucial block as Edmonds shepherds it into touch from Cameron Moore. Quick throw taken to Hurley. McSkeed calling for it on the far side. A long ball by Hurley. It's too long for his teammate. Throw in just shy of the box. For Coventry Sphinx, they'll be heading up from their left wing. We will be going off there for around 10 minutes at half-time here on the Sphinx YouTube channel. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. And hit the like button if you are enjoying this afternoon's commentary. Here's Tag, tried to nod it down in the area for McSkeed, but stumbled at an inopportune moment, allowing Echinguele to clear for the throw. Both sides have defended well. Apart from that early flurry in the opening 10 minutes, chances have been limited. Here's De Mulder. Rolls it right, and Downs was not going to reach it, and Brown was too far gone. So Tong collects for Sutton Coldfield into the centre with Fraser Doyle, who's took it away from him and then tripped Woodward, who raced across his path. The referee has had a consistent and a fair game so far. Only 2 players booked thus far, both for Sutton Coldfield, one for descent and one for a rather meaty challenge from Christoforu. Hayward. Knotted away on the edge of the area by Beresford. Back into the danger zone by Luke Downs. Hayward brings it down on the left corner of the box under pressure from Dowd. Dowd in with 2 bites of the cherry and eventually takes it away from Hayward. Hayward blocks the clearance from Beresford, out for the goal kick. 3 minutes until added time is announced. Remember now, we're doing not double duty, not triple duty, quadruple duty here in the gantry. We've got to do the editing, the filming, the commentary, and the stadium announcing. So you will hear me announcing the added minutes soon. As Paul Seddon, the Sphinx kit man, is preparing the subs board to announce what added time there will be. I would say between 2 and 3 minutes. The only stoppages really have been for the complaints about the refusal of a penalty against Joe Percy for handball early in the first half. Referee saying that it touched the sleeve, so it can't be handball. A long-range game of head tennis going on here. Some rather solid headers. Eventually, it's Beresford who brings it to the deck. And an aimless ball from the back by the Sutton Coldfield skipper, straight to Keelan Fallows between the sticks. The Sutton Coldfield fans behind Fallows' goal haven't had too much to cheer about, although they did have an effort cleared off the line by Joe Percy from Beresford around 5 minutes ago. De Mulder finds Leo Brown on the edge of the area, curled left by Brown. Hayward will give chase, he's a couple of yards behind it, and it will be a goal kick to be taken by John O'Brown. Changing goalkeeper for Sutton Coldfield after the Gresley game, with Landers dropping to the bench. Both sides are going to have to use their squad well over the next couple of days. Both teams playing again on Monday. Sphinx away at Lye Town. That is not going to be an easy fixture for the Sky Blue and White. We will, of course, let you know what's going on around the grounds again just before we go off there for half-time. John O'Brown's clearance towards the head of Tong. Good strong header on by Tong. Will Percy get there ahead of Hurley? Yes, he will. And that could well be a free kick against Hurley for a foul on Percy as he nudged him over when Percy was clearing for the throw. Indeed, the free kick is given against Hurley, the Sutton Coldfield number 7. Pace of the game slowing down lately. Both sides, I think, will be content with a 0-0 scoreline. Down the right-hand side, Oscar Tong nodding it away. Moore tried to bring it down. Dowd. Down the right hand side it goes. Echeguede clears over the Willie Nibs stand. Half-time score at the Sphinx Industrial Supplies Arena. Coventry Sphinx 0, Sutton Coldfield Town 0. Quick reminder that the new toilet facilities are not open yet. They will be open next week here at Sphinx Drive. But if you do need to use the toilets during the game, then please go to the clubhouse where you can get all your refreshments at half-time. You've also got the cabin snack bar just by the turnstiles. Remember that you can catch highlights of this game on YouTube at the conclusion of this afternoon's fixture on our YouTube channel. Just search Coventry Sphinx Football Club on YouTube and you'll find our channel. And make sure to subscribe for exclusive content from the club throughout the season. We'll be back in around 10 minutes for the second half. Second half set to go here at the Sphinx Industrial Supplies Arena. Half-time score, Coventry Sphinx 0, Sutton Coldfield Town 0. There is a half-time substitution for the Royals as Sutton Coldfield's number 9, James Tagg, has been withdrawn, and coming on in his place is number 16, Reese Gibson. So half-time score 0-0 between Coventry Sphinx and Sutton Coldfield Town. The second half underway here at the Sphinx Industrial Supplies Arena. Coventry Sphinx now kicking from right to left from the Sphinx gantry in their sky blue and white home strip, and a changed all grey attire for Sutton Coldfield Town. And Joe Percy with an early throw in as Sutton Coldfield really wasted the kickoff. By Percy, underway by Lima, rolled up and volleyed on by Luke Dowd, stretched by Dowd, gets there ahead of Jordan Hayward. Charlie Dowd, now Tong is launched upfield, charged down by Ashton DeMulder. And we're being told that Tyler Haddo will not be part of the Sphinx squad for the second half. He was on the bench, but we're being told that due to unforeseen circumstances, Tyler will not be able to play. So Sphinx only with the 4 options from the bench. Mesquite, awkward bounce, allows Woodward onto it. Woodward can only find Howley. Just a breakthrough here for Sutton Coldfield Town with the skipper. Trying to burst through, stopped by William Ejingwele there. Beresford with a good dart. Hurley. Gibson trying to get on the end of it, but blocked off on the edge of the penalty area. Now Luke Downs. Shorrock slices it up the left flank. Brown's up for it, and that one bounces off the gantry. Headed out for Coventry Sphinx throw on the halfway line to be taken by Shorrock, who will be our interviewee at the end of the game. He's been asking for an interview for a few weeks, so he'll get his wish today. That's only if he scores. Edmonds slips it through, a chance for McSkeed to cross. Great slide in by William Ejingwele to deny McSkeed the opportunity to step up a teammate. Clearance nodded on by Jordan Hayward. Here's Leo Bryan battling with Christopher. Christopher able to slide in and take it out for the throw on this near side to Coventry Sphinx. So we're 5 yards into Sutton Coldfield territory. Shorrock with ball in hand. Who can he find in sky blue? Shorrock chested down by Hayward, but dragged down by Dowd. Referee says fair game. Got his hand on the shoulder. Bobbles over to Gibson, the half-time substitute. Now Tong. Shielded by Ashton DeMulder towards the touchline. Into the penalty area with Guest. Clears as far as Tom Hurley. Now Edmonds. Pirouetting around Hayward to... a little hand in the shirt. Edwin went to ground, and it will be a free kick. Probably could have stayed on his feet if he wanted to, but in a game like this, you need to take every opportunity that you can because you're not going to get many. Edmonds with the free kick. It is in shooting range for Sutton Coldfield Town, and Ryan Edmonds looks to make use of this opportunity. It was on target, and it was good hands from Keelan Fallows to deny Edmonds from opening the scoring in the early minutes of the second half. McSkeed on the left-hand side of the penalty area. Force back where he came from by Percy. Squares for Hurley. Onto the right-hand side with Charlie Dowd. Steps into the penalty area for Hurley. Dowd again. Heavy touch takes it into the path of Finley Shorrock. Beresford back in. Ski tried to get the header away. It's cleared by Luke Downs. Here's Brown, holds it up well, pirouettes away from Lima. Luke Downs floats it up for Cam Moore. Can Moore judge the bounce? Yes, he can. Moore needs support. First attempt at a pass didn't work out. The second did to Leo Brown. Shorrock calling for it on the left-hand side. DeMulder, Moore, Brown. Lovely one-touch football from Sphinx. Leo Brown. Is he going to go for glory himself? Here he is. Brown thought he had no other option. Sent skyward from the ex-South Church man. We have 5 minutes to the second half. Still 0-0 between Coventry Sphinx and Sutton Coldfield Town. Latest scores from the Premier League. Full-time score: Newcastle 4, West Ham 3, Bournemouth 0, Everton 0, Chelsea 1, Burnley 1, Nottingham Forest 0, Crystal Palace 1, Sheffield United 0, Fulham 0, and Spurs 1, Luton 1. So some tight games in the professional divisions. Of course, the championship games were yesterday. We have Coventry City 3-1 victors at Huddersfield. A tame effort from Oscar Tong from long range. Neither power nor precision from the left back. Let's take you through the latest scores from the pitching in Northern Premier League Midlands. Rushden Diamonds 0, Loughborough 0, and a crucial scoreline from the Boldmere Community Stadium. Boldmere have turned it around. Boldmere 2, Gresley Rovers 1. Owen Parry in the 3rd minute of added time, and an early goal from Johnny Johnston have put Boldmere in front there. Cambridge losing 2-0 at home to Bedworth. Coleshill 1-0 up at home to Harborough. Hinckley were leading Sporting Cowsall, but now Cowsall lead 2-1 at the Hinckley LRFC Stadium. Rugby now 2-0 down at home to Lye, and Spalding 2-0 up at get that back up for you. At Shepshed, who also not out of danger. So as it stands, bottom of the table, Rugby 21 points, Gresley 22 points, Rushden 22 points, Cambridge 30 points, Sphinx 31, Shepshed 32. So it's still tight down there. McSkeed trying to trick his way into the penalty area, taken down the edge of the box by Luke Downs. Got enough of the ball for the referee's liking. Doyle. Actually, no one nearly catching Tong. It rolls to Joe Percy, and Percy tries to play it over the back line, sent high into the sky by Lima. And a trick by the centre-back on Cam Moore. Free kick given against Pedro Lima in a dangerous position. And there's been a goal at Bramall Lane. Ben Brereton Diaz has put Sheffield United in front against Fulham. Callum Woodward with the free kick. Only 2 staying up for Sutton Coldfield Town towards Guest. Nodded up by Beresford, but crucially not cleared. It is now through Charlie Dowd, steaming away from the danger zone. Now Edmonds sprinting past Luke Downs. Reese Gibson, and it will be a corner at the other end. The cross cannoning off the outstretched leg of Finley Shorrock. And standing to our right-hand side, our injured duo, Callum Whiteside and Matty Shipman. Well, they're probably more dangerous on that pitch with their crutches than most players without them. Corner kick from Edmonds. Towards Lima at the far post. Heads it short of that near post. Both sides with half chances in the opening 10 minutes of the second half. And there's been another goal at the Boldmere Community Stadium. Boldmere 3, Gresley 1. Daniel Giassi, who recently signed back from Hednesford with the goal, as on the halfway line from the goal kick, Callum Woodward shoved down from behind, both hands in the back from Hurley. But Gresley were leading just before half-time. They are now 3-1 down. So that is a real kick in the teeth for Gresley. Well, the drum now being banged behind John O'Brown's goal. Elijah and his little fan group there making themselves heard. Getting a head test going on in the midfield. Sharrock and Ejingwele will be able to bring that down. Ejingwele volleys it up towards Leo Brown. Headed back where it came from by Pedro Lima. Seconds fall to Ashton Namorda. Online from Solly Hall Moors. Looking for an option left with Sharrock, but goes behind to Callum Woodward. Skips away from the challenge of Hurley. In fact, he got caught by Tom Hurley. And the free kick given midway into Sutton Coldfield half of the field, down the centre of the park. And a dangerous chance for Coventry Sphinx. That floated onto a sky blue head on the fringes of the box. Woodward. Sphinx have come close with a couple of set pieces this afternoon. Can they do it again? Guess nods it across, but no one home. Jordan Hayward was the target, but it's collected by Dowd. He's got to find his way out. Danger here. Good clearance from Dowd. McSkee's with the target, Ejingwele getting involved, but now Reese Gibson darting down the right-hand side, the hard-time substitute trying to make an impact here. Sharrock blocks him off. Finley Sharrock comes away with the ball and clears. Great defensive recovery from Finley Sharrock. And cheaply given away by Doyle. Here's Jordan Hayward. Smacked up Doyle's leg, throw in to the final touch came of Doyle, but the referee's given it in favour of Sutton Coldfield. Hayward blasting it off the leg of Fraser Doyle. Of course, the referee didn't have a good view as we did. It was right in front of the camera. Woodward tracked down by McSkeen. Tries a second slide to play Demolder through. Demolder finds Leo Brown and the flag is raised. A very late flag. Leo Brown absolutely furious. Trying to take that extra stride on the defender. He was slipped through by Ashton Namorda, and the flag was not raised until he reached the penalty area. And the look of shock on Leo Brown's face tells you all you need to know. Taken short by Christopheru. Flagged up towards Gibson. Percy up for the header. Luke Downs. Now Ashton Namorda. It'll be interesting to see how the substitutes are used in this second half, with another game to come against Lie on Monday. Sliding by Woodward and again, but Hurley bringing the ball back to Sutton Coldfield, but no, Woodward again with help from Luke Downs, not giving up on that ball in the midfield. Floating up by Finley Sharrock towards Hayward, chested down by the captain Beresford. Now Dowd with Sharrock blocking his path. Edmonds swipes it up towards McSkeen. Ejingwele holds him off long enough and plays it out off McSkeen for the throw, level with his own penalty area. Great defensive know-how from the former Coventry City and Dundee centre-back. Well, the Sphinx fans telling Leo Brown that he was onside when the flag was raised. It'll be interesting to see that one back. Sharrock. Hayward beaten mid-air by Beresford. Hurley in a tussle with Callum Woodward, but Sphinx have found Leo Brown. Cam Moore. And it was slightly under hit to Jordan Hayward, back with John O'Brown. Excuse me. The goalkeeper punts it down the centre of the park. Headed by Ejingwele to Woodward. Now Finley Sharrock looks for Leo Brown. Good control by Brown. He's got Moore in front of him. Here is Cam Moore. Brown trying to make himself available. Moore tried the through ball. It connected off Lima, who has to sprint and slide it out for a throw to prevent the corner. Throw taken to Moore, and challenged by Dowd, takes it out for the corner, and Beresford feels it should be a goal kick. But a set piece it will be for the Sky Blue and Whites. Woodward gets at the far post and gets nodded over Guest feels it, took a deflection on the way through. The referee does not agree. He says it came off Guest's head last. And it will be a goal kick. I think the referee has got that one right. It's away by Brown. And up to the final third for Sutton Coldfield by Sphinx's Lewis Guest. Tongue clears to midfielder Ryan Edmonds. Blocked by Luke Downs. It came off the thigh of Edmonds on the way out in front of the home dugout. And it will be a Sphinx throw. Taken by Percy to Demorder. Just rolled through the legs of Demorder. Slide in on Cam Moore. But Moore has been able to continue despite the best efforts of Fraser Doyle. Shorrock steaming in there with sound. And that is the most obvious free kick you're going to see today. Finley Shorrock almost tearing the shirt off Downs' chest. And the referee telling Shorrock, I'm not going to call you for a third time. Get your backside over here. And it will be a yellow card for Shorrock. He had to stop Downs somehow. Clear yellow card for Finley Shorrock. Hayward trying to tell the captain Beresford that you're a fair few yards too far forward here, and the referee agrees. Ryan Edmonds is going to take it. One of two Sutton Coldfield players on a yellow card. Edmonds not happy with the failure of the referee to award a penalty in the first half. Floated in. Finley Shorrock nodding away the free kick he conceded, and two bites to the cherry. Hayward, one volley, slices it, second volley out for the throw. Punted in by Edmonds. Good strong header away by Luke Downs. Woodward looks for Leo Brown. Brown was to the left of it. Tries to cut back into the centre to reach the loose ball. But it's Christoforu who latches onto it. Down the left-hand side it goes. Lima was out of position there. Woodward looking for Leo Brown. Again, the ball too central from Woodward. Not playing to Leo Brown's strengths in this game. Edmonds. Gibson. Good strength from Mechingue to bring it back for the Sphinx. Jordan Hayward. Shoulder to shoulder with Hurley and leaving Hurley behind. Great speed on show. Lunging by Hurley. Got enough of the ball for the referee's line. You can see he did tangle with the legs of Hayward. Crossfield ball to Tongue. Floats it towards the penalty area for Gibson to chase. Gibson, challenge from behind by Joe Percy, out for the goal kick. Looks like he's flicked it off. Gibson on the way out. So a reminder that Sphinx are going to be a sub down as Tyler Haddo hasn't been able to make it to today's game. He wasn't named on the bench. So we're being told that he hasn't been able to attend the game at Sphinx Drive. So Sphinx just have the 4 subs that they can choose from, including Leo Wood, Alfonso Castellano, Jamie Draper and Jack Downs, who is back from a 2-game suspension for 10 yellow cards. You have to expect that Jack Downs will be starting on Monday. The players on the bench this afternoon may well get their opportunity at the Live Sports Ground in 2 days' time. Shorrock, plenty of time and space on the ball. Now being closed down by McSkeed. Goes home with Keelan Fallows. Neither goalkeeper tested in the near 20 minutes of this second half. It's not been a classic encounter between Coventry Sphinx and Sutton Coldfield, but points count over performances and shows when Sphinx have still got survival in the back of their minds. Shorrock heads it on towards Jordan Hayward. Chest control by Hayward. Back to Shorrock. Tries to give it to Jordan Hayward. The pass too powerful. Cannons off the leg of Hayward. Quick throw in taken. Beresford steaming across the path of Hurley was Luke Downs. Had a brilliant game in midfield. No sign of any substitutions for Coventry Sphinx in this second half. There's already been one made by Sutton Coldfield with Tag replaced at half-time by Gibson. That's McSkee to turn and shoot. McSkee did turn, did shoot, but wide of the net at the near post. Lewis gets trying to get the most out of his troops, saying, give me everything now. Follows away. Tong beating Cam Moore to that one mid-air. Edmonds asking McSkee to run down the left. McSkee's got there ahead of Guest, down line with Tong. Cut out by Ashton the Mulder, the Solihull Moors youngster. Leo Brown tried to control, but it was too powerful for him. A throw just into Sphinx territory for Sutton Coldfield Town. Hoofed up by Lima. And Edmonds, chance to strike here. Ryan Edmonds sits into the area. Oh, what a chance that was for Dowd. Didn't catch it as sweet as he would have liked. The ball from Edmonds bobbled to Dowd. Just when you thought Edmonds would take the strike himself, and maybe just bounce out of position for Charlie Dowd. But the best chance of the second half by a mile for Sutton Coldfield. They'll be fuming they didn't take it. Farlow towards his left-hand side. Beresford will let it bounce out for the Sutton Coldfield throw. There was plenty of games in the previous meeting. Sutton Coldfield beat Sphinx 4-1 in September. Unfortunately, you won't be able to watch the highlights of that game because the cameraman and commentator wasn't there. He was studying himself in Newquay that week. Brown, brilliant work down the left-hand side, muscling his way through Christopherou. Turns away from the centre-back again. Shorrock. For the long-range ball, charged down by Dowd, and a Sphinx substitution being prepared. That's Jack Downs getting ready. Bit of midfield muscle coming on for the Sphinx. So you have to think it's going to be one of the midfield three coming off. Perhaps De Mulder. Maybe trying to keep him fresh for Monday. Hayward. Free kick. So it's like throwing, I should say. It looked like Beresford went through the standing leg of Hayward, but it will be a throw-in only. As Beresford takes it over the line, halfway into Sutton Coldfield's own half of the field. Brown, challenged from behind by Dowd, but Brown have to twist and turn away from Dowd. Here's Moore. Callum Woodward floats it right. Percy will give chase against Tong. Tong gets there, under pressure, launches it down the left-hand side. A slide in by Luke Dowd, keeps it in, despite calls from the Sutton Coldfield technical area, preventing McSkee from making inroads. But Lima prevents Ashton the Mulder finding a route in from the right-hand side of the penalty area. Gets launching into the back of the Sutton Coldfield number 11. The flag is raised on this near side against Sutton Coldfield for offside. And here comes the change now for Coventry Sphinx. Jack Downs coming on for Ashton de Mulder. Jack Downs, his return to action after 2 games out due to suspension. He does like a yellow card, does Downsy. So we're into the final quarter of this game. 23 minutes gone, and it's still scoreless. The Sphinx Industrial Supplies Arena. Free kick cleared on the edge of his own area by Christopherou, and no real pressure at all. Gibson was looking to meet the run of McSkee, but cut out by Lewis Guest, out for the throw-in, just shy of the halfway line for Sutton Coldfield Town. Lima. Just cushioned out by Guest again. So just shy of the penalty area, another throw-in for the visiting Royals. Lima with a run up. Throw in towards Reese Gibson. Again, aerial duel won by Guest. Trip by Dowd, slips on the ball. Under pressure from Jack Downs now. Sutton Coldfield look to build once more. They try to find it another route in through tongue, a diving header away by Lewis Guest. They'll come back with Doyle. Tong deflected wide off Cam Moore for another Coldfield throw. Oscar Tong tries to sprint away from Leo Brown. Great run from Tong, still going. Runs into Joe Percy. Tong goes down. Referee says nothing doing. It will be a corner. And another change here. Coming for Sutton Coldfield, I believe. Before that will come the corner. Edmonds takes it short to Tong. Tong's delivery. Beresford's up there. The referee says free kick. Too much pushing in there from Beresford on Lewis Guest. "25 minutes gone. Coventry Sphinx 0. Sutton Coldfield Town 0. Sutton Coldfield ready to make the change, but Sphinx weren't ready to let them make it. Brown dragged down. Referee says nothing doing. Tong looks for Gibson. And cleared, well, not quite cleared by Guest and high into the sky. Brought down by Downs. Woodward could do nothing with it. Now Hurley looking for options on the right-hand side. Rolled into the centre circle with Beresford. Dowd. Stopped well by Shorrock one-on-one. Seconds fall to Beresford behind. Back to Dowd. Chipped in towards Gibson. Good header away. Towering above the rest, William Echingwele. Dowd turns away from Woodward. Looks to beat Jack Downs at pace for another pirouette. This time it didn't work. He lost the ball to Shorrock. Leo Brown sent on his way. There may have been an inkling of offside anyway, but it's John O'Brien who brings it to feet. The Sutton Coldfield goalkeeper, chested down by Reese Gibson. Gibson was to slot it into McSkeed in the penalty area. Was back to goal. Here's Gibson. Curls it over. And here comes the change for Sutton Coldfield. So two changes actually for Sutton Coldfield there as Burgess and Byrne on for Doyle and Edmonds. So that's Sutton Coldfield's changes done and dusted for the afternoon. They're going all out here. They want to win this game. Sphinx, I think, would be more than happy with a draw. Let's check the other score lines. Well, Cambridge certainly won't be picking up any points against Bedworth. They're losing 4-2 at home. An early opportunity here for the Sutton Coldfield substitute there. And Byrne firing it over. And actually a little stumble there from Byrne. Looked like the start of a limp from the substitute. Rugby 2-0 down at home to Lye. Shepshed losing 3-0 at home to Spalding. Still 0-0 between Rushton and Loughborough. And Gresley now 4-1 down at home to Boldmere. John O'Brien clears from the edge of his own penalty area with Jack Downs racing towards him. Hurley gets close up man on as Hayward tries to close him down. Hurley rolls it right. Byrne turns away from Shorrock. Trying to create some separation along the touchline. Still going. Kai Byrne, combination of Woodward and Shark taken away from him. But Jack Downs caught in possession, and Charlie Dowd plays in Byrne for the cross and curled into relative safety by Luke Downs. Beresford looks to get Sutton Coldfield going again. Dowd. Byrne. Cross charge down by Shark. Shark in with another challenge and gets the throw in, deflected out off Kai Byrne. Sphinx have 2 alterations they can make from 3 men on the bench. Castellano, Wood and Draper all ready and waiting for action. Thrown by Shark. In the air by Beresford for Sutton Coldfield. Good sustained spell of pressure. Here's Burgess. Dowd. Woodward in with a challenge, but Jack Downs could take it only as far as Hurley. A stumble from Dowd allows Luke Downs to pick up possession. Cleared by Luke Downs, and Cristoforo will keep it on this near side. Burgess. It's a high one for Gibson to chase. Echingwele flicks it over his head. Shark with the volley. Brought down beautifully by Callum Woodward. Well, Brown was offside, but Hayward's going to chase it. Jordan Hayward. Handball close against Hurley. And the referee has given it, has he? Indeed he has, and Hayward trying to point out that he was on a march there. It wasn't a clear goal-scoring opportunity, but it was clear that Hurley knocked the ball away from Hayward with his arm. And that will be a yellow card for the Sutton Coldfield number 7. Hayward also asking the referee for his opinion on another incident further up the field. I don't think the referee is really interested in that one. Oh, Callum Woodward on set-piece duty again. Woodward taking the free kick slightly out of position. Curled in towards Guest. Lima's up there. Nods it up and brought down by John O'Brown. Easy pickings for the Royals goalkeeper. Sutton Coldfield, so named as the town is actually officially called the Royal Town of Sutton Coldfield. As a clear boot to the head there on Finley Shark. An over a kick attempt from McSkeed caught Shark in the head. And Sphinx are ready to make their second change. That's Cristoforo stripping off. So it will be another midfield change. Remember, Jack Downs came on for Ashton Namolda earlier on in the second half. Woodward. Jack Downs up for it. Woodward again. Hurley, a swipe at the ball by Woodward. Connected with Hurley rather than the ball. Sutton Coldfield get the decision. John O'Brown to take the free kick, about 15 yards into his own half of the field. Sutton Coldfield have had the better of the second half. They've not been able to use it to their advantage. Will they be able to now? Yes, they will! Yes! The substitute strikes. Kai Byrne squeezes it in at the near post. It has been coming for Sutton Coldfield Town. They've been limited to half chances, as have Sphinx for the majority of the game. And Byrne had to force his chance there, squeezing it just under Keenan Fallows and Sutton Coldfield with just 10 minutes to go. Take the lead. Well, Sphinx have got to fight back now. Diving in, it's Jack down, slices it across. Now, wouldn't that have been the perfect reply from Coventry Sphinx? It's probably the closest they've come since the break. And Sphinx change is just about to be confirmed. It is going to be Cristofaro to head on. So two changes for Coventry Sphinx, rolling their dice for the last time as they find themselves 1-0 down in the closing stages. Leo Wood just come on for Cam Moore. Alfonso Castellano on for Luke Downs. Bird looking for a route in. Trying to squeeze in again. This time didn't have the pace on it and Fallows quick to get Sphinx up the other end of the park towards Leo Wood. Wood clatters into Hurley. And Hurley's gone down, holding his knee. It will be a throw into Sphinx on the far side of the field. There will be a delay as Hurley is going to need some medical attention. Well, at this stage of the game, for a team in the lead, they're going to take every minute they can off the clock. And it gives us a chance to check the latest scores around the grounds. Well, Loughborough were in front. They did take the lead in the 80th minute against AFC Rushden and Diamonds, but Rushden have just equalised with a penalty in the 85th minute. Guest screaming for offside against McSkeed. Assistant agrees, flag up. Boldmere 5-1 up at home to Gresley after Gresley took the lead. That seems like a long, long time ago. Cambridge 4-2 down at home to Bedworth United. And Rugby 2-0 down at home to Lye. So at the moment, the only team in the bottom 5 to pick up a point is Rushden. So Sphinx will stay 9 points clear, as Rushden and Gresley were level on 22 points. Rushden will go up onto 23. So it will be Gresley and Rugby in the bottom 2 as it stands, with Sphinx still 9 clear. Beresford takes the throw out of position. And Woodward's not happy either. He wants the referee to speed the game up. So precious seconds ticking away. We've got about 7 minutes left. Sphinx have got one last push in front of them to try and get something from this game. Burns' goal putting Sutton Coldfield in front. Guest heads it out. Keeping Sutton Coldfield at bay for now. So Beresford with the throw again to the feet of Gibson. You see what they're going to be doing here, trying to get Gibson onto the ball and into the corner. We held it up well from Medjingwale and gets the throw level with the box. Well, no more changes to make for either team. Gibson taking it straight into the corner. McDowd, Byrne down line. Looking for Dowd. Woodward hit the deck as Sharp clears, and a free kick given for the foul on Woodward. Sphinx want the ball back. And Sutton Coldfield trying to stop Sphinx from taking it quickly by playing a bit of keep away there. It's like something you see on the playground. Follows down the left towards Jordan Hayward. Hayward clattered by Beresford. Referee says no. Cleared up towards McSkeed, who's just swatted aside by Lewis Guess. Referee could have easily given the free kick there, but it's back with Keelan Fallows, being given the hurry up by his teammates and fans. Flicked on by Downs. Brown's header. Now Leo Wood. Right hand side of the penalty area. Castellano, send a hit to Castellano by Wood. And now Tong sprinting clear. Looks for Gibson. Flag stays down. And Gibson will get there. Down line to Byrne. Can Sutton Coldfield finish it here? Kai Byrne. Blocked by Ejengwele, who's dragged down by Byrne. Referee says nothing doing. Shorrock chips it up towards Jordan Hayward. Beresford flying in with the header. More seconds ticking away, but Sphinx have the throw in their own backyard. Throw up. Hayward sees a bit of a push from behind. Guess heads away in the penalty area. Ejengwele onto Finley Shorrock. Chips it for Brown. No real bounce on the pitch. It's a rather soft surface this afternoon. Brown looking to make inroads down the left, diverted out by Hurley, who just limps away. Shorrock has to take the throw in on the halfway line. Castellano, back to Shorrock. Launches it towards Wood, towering header by Cristoforo. Woodward looking for Hayward. Jack Downs. Crossfield ball. Finds Joe Percy. Time running out for Sphinx. They've got just over 2 minutes left. In towards Jack Downs, the penalty area. Hooked it across the goal, but it's over Leo Wood and cleared by Byrne. Dowd. Tong rolls it along the left flank. Will McSkeed go for the corner or go for the goal? He'll go for the goal, and he's blocked off by Guest. Here's Castellano. Jack Downs looking to switch the play to Jordan Hayward. Beresford knotted back to Brown in goal, and John O'Brown will bring it to feet and take every second that he can to pick it up. Leo Brown should say, forces his hand. John O'Brown off the deck. Headed back where it came from by Ejengwele. Hayward receives a bit of a clattering from Beresford from behind. Burgess looks for Gibson in the corner. Shorrock gets there first, turns and clears. Hurley chested away from him by Leo Wood. It's Dowd who comes away with it. Snatching it from Castellano. Still Dowd. Uses trickery to waste some time here. Into the corner with Byrne. Advantage given after a little pull from behind. And what a save that was from Keelan Fallows. Dowd looking to stroke it home for the second, but kept out with the foot of Keelan Fallows, and Sphinx are still in this game. John Woodward and Sean Thomas telling their players, get up the field. Downs. Wood backing into Lima. Lima's header is actually at the feet of Leo Wood. Looks for Jack Downs, slid away by Hurley, who's gone down hurt, and now Gibson could be through on the left-hand side. halts his run, down to finish it, and another fantastic save from Keelan Fallows. Dow didn't get the necessary power behind it. If he stuck his laces through that one, Fallows wouldn't have stood a chance. But it was parried around the post by Keelan Fallows. Sphinx living a charmed life at the moment. For a speed up play here. There's a couple of players looking for a drinks break as we are now into added minutes. Ejiguale heads away. We haven't been told how many minutes there will be, which is quite frustrating with the game on a knife edge. Beresford tracks back and halts the run of Haywood. Hurley slices that one out. So the throw to be taken by Shorrock. Ejiguale to Woodward. Runs into Dowd. Castellano keeps it alive. Woodward couldn't find a sky blue shirt. Hurley floated up for Gibson. Percy sees him with a challenge, can't take the ball with him. McSkeed. Burn on the right hand side, and now you just kind of feel that Sutton Coldfield are going to go straight for the corner. Indeed they are. Try to play it out for the throw-in off the leg of Shark, but didn't have the pace on it to find touch. Hurley with a swing and a miss. But Hurley still going. Blocked by a wall of sky blue on the edge of the area. Wood, now Jack Downs, driving towards the net. Downs still going, looking for Leo Wood, perhaps runs into Lima. Leo Wood trying to get to the seconds and fired over the Willie Nib stand by Oscar Tong, and Coventry Sphinx have one last chance. Downs. Falls to Leo Wood on the edge of the area. Cristofaro. Castellano thought it was his moment of glory, but it was a wayward effort. We've had 3 minutes of added time. We've not been given an indication as to how many minutes of stoppage time there will be. Play continues. Brown's kick. And Sphinx had the free kick as Castellano was fouled by Dowd. And Callum Woodward is going to send it into the danger zone. Fallows thought about coming up, but he's going to stay back. Last chance saloon for the Sphinx. Floated in, headed up by Beresford, but not out. Guest, Leo Brown, stabs it towards the net, but diving onto it is John O'Brown, and that should be that. Referee indicating that any time Brown's wasting here is getting added on. Floats it down the centre of the park. Brought down by Woodward. Can Sphinx get themselves one last opportunity? Jack Downs skips over the challenge. Looks for Haywood. Haywood through. Jordan Haywood for the equaliser. Oh, it's the side netting. Sphinx try fall silent. They thought that was it. Jordan Haywood one-on-one with John O'Brown, but he places it the wrong side of the post. Oh, Jordan Haywood had the chance to be a hero. And Brown's kick will surely be the last. No, still play continues. Woodward Floated over the back line. Wood will give chase. Christoforou hooks it out for a throw, and the Sphinx fans hurry to get the ball back on. They're pushing everyone up. Only Ejengwele and Gibson staying on the halfway line. It's in by Percy towards Guest, headed up by Lima but not out. Shorrock. Lima again. Heads it clear as far as Woodward. Tries to provide another opportunity for Percy, who clears off Percy. And the referee blows the whistle. It's full time. It's 1-0. Sutton Coldfield Town with a late winner with just 10 minutes to go through Kai Byrne. Sphinx absolutely exhausted after pushing themselves all the way in the final few minutes. But it was a task too far for Sean Thomas and John Woodward's team. Final score in the Pitching In Northern Premier League Midlands, Coventry Sphinx 0, Sutton Coldfield Town 1.